Show the strings. Show the strings.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to thank you guys for coming tonight. I'm Mrs. Jennifer Monday. I'm the school counselor here and the dual credit coordinator. And so I just was taking this time to kind of give you guys more information about what dual credit is, how to pay for it, and everything like that. So we have an expert in the area. This is Emily. She is with Somerset Community College currently. Prior to that, she was with the KHEA, which is the Kentucky High School, no, let's say A.
The Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority.
Yeah, so she's going to kind of go through some options that are available from 9th to 12th graders and just kind of give you an overview. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. Those that are watching live, if you have any questions, and you could chat me, I will look at that and help out with that. So I will bring it down. Yeah. There's also stuff up here you guys can get.
Hello everyone, how are we? Great? Can we do better than great? Can we? No, not at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday night? That's okay. So like Miss Monday said, my name is Emily. I work at Somerset Community College as an academic advisor just for dual credit students. So I work solely with dual credit students. So today we're going to talk about dual credit. Now before we get into anything, we've said the phrase dual credit a couple times. What do we think dual credit might mean? What do we think it might mean? Yeah, that's exactly it. You can take classes that will give you credit for high school and college. Now it is up to your high school on whether they take it to meet the specific high school graduation requirements, but you can still get college credit for that. And we can help map that out for you so you can hopefully graduate from college sooner than if you hadn't done that. Now these are legitimate college classes. So when you take these classes, you are starting your college career. So if you apply to med school, law school, veterinary school, these grades will be on your transcript. Yeah, so we definitely want to take it seriously. Now there are options if you get into the class and you don't like it. We can definitely help you drop it. You don't want to wait too long though, or you wind up with a W. Now a W doesn't hurt your college GPA, but it just doesn't look good because it shows inconsistency. So when you're applying to vet school, med school, it can kind of look a little wonky, okay? But these are legitimate college classes, so they have college expectations. And I think you guys are really blessed to be here because I know this is very similar to a college environment. You have a lot of freedom. You kind of have to manage things on your own. But when you're taking dual credit classes, and if you're taking them online especially, the instructor's not going to remind you about things. It's up to you to remember and turn it in and do all of it. So you definitely have to keep on top of your assignments and make sure you're turning this in. So why might taking dual credit be a good thing? Why might dual credit be good? Could it save us money? Maybe? Yeah, save us money. Could it save us time? Yeah. So dual credit tuition is half of what our regular tuition is for students who have already graduated high school. So we already give you a huge discount on top of that. Then KIA has scholarships that will help you pay for that tuition. So then you only have to pay for the book. So you really only end up paying about $80 per course. So that's a really good deal because our full tuition is double that $99 per credit hour. So a 3 credit hour class ends up being more like $300 even on the dual credit tuition. So you can see what a difference that makes. And it can save you time. When I was in high school, I did dual credit. Dual credit has been around long enough for me to have participated. And I mapped out my courses from dual credit to my degree. And I stuck to that, I adjusted it, pivoted as needed, and I graduated college a semester early. So not only did I save my time, but I saved even more money on tuition because I did that. Now, maybe you're not sure what you want to do, and that's okay. Little 17-year-old Emily maybe should have played around some more too with some different career options. But I didn't, but I'm happy where I am. But dual credit is a great time to explore. It's a great time if you have an idea about what interests you. It's a great time to try it out because you get that discounted tuition and those scholarships, and you can really see if you actually like that subject. Not all of these things are true. But in addition to that, studies have shown that dual credit students are more likely to go to college. They are more likely to get better grades in college. And they are more likely to earn a credential faster than their counterparts. So because you're building confidence in coursework, you're kind of practicing it, right? Like you're getting a feel for it. So then when you get to college, you kind of know how to do things. So you feel more confident, you feel more capable. So you're really setting yourself up for long-term success by starting dual credit now. So what kinds of classes are available? We look at two major types of courses. We look at general education courses. So general education courses are courses that pretty much every college is going to require in some capacity. They're kind of standard classes. Because gen eds really are designed to help you be well-rounded. They're to help you build critical thinking, problem solving, build your writing skills. So it's just to make sure you're as well-rounded as you can be. Now your gen eds can, absolutely, good idea. So, gen eds are really there to help you be well-rounded, and they're there to help you build skills. Now, every college is going to vary on how many gen eds they require per subject. And it's going to vary on your degree path, too. Because if you do social work, like me, you're not doing calculus. That's not what we're doing. But if you are doing pre-med, you're not doing math for elementary teachers, right? So we've got to keep it to your degree plan, too. But you can pick and choose whatever you want in gen eds. Most colleges require 2 English classes, 2 science classes, at least 1 public speaking course, 1 math course, 2 social behavioral sciences, so like psychology, sociology, and 2 like arts and humanities, and maybe a history. So those are great things to knock out in dual credit because it kind of makes you, especially if you're not sure, you can kind of get some progress on your future degree without committing to anything. But we also have technical courses. Now, when I say technical, what is the first thing that pops in our minds? What do we think? Technical. HVAC, that is a great guess, and it is one. It is an option. We can't do it online though. We have to do that one in person. What else might be a technical course? Well, things you may not expect, right? Like graphic design. We have graphic design courses that are considered technical courses that high school students can try out. We also have digital photography. If that's an interest of anybody's, we have photography. We have business. We have personal finance. We even have education classes. We have criminal justice classes that are all considered technical courses. And you'll find out why that distinction matters in a couple slides. But it's just to help you understand that technical is not just one thing. So these classes also have enrollment requirements. So for most of our general education courses, if you have a 3.0, you are good to go. You've got the golden ticket. You know, don't go to jail, go straight to go, get your $200. But if you don't have a 3.0 GPA, we can look at your test scores. So to be reading ready, and some courses want you to be distinctively, to have the distinction of being reading ready, because there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of writing, and they want to make sure you can comprehend the course material. So to be reading ready, you have to have an ACT of a 20 or an SAT of a 480 in the differential there. It doesn't really make sense, right? But there is. But it's the same SAT score before 80 for the evidence-based reading and writing. Now for technical math, this is a specific math class. It's math 116, I believe. You can have a GPA of a 2.8, or you can have an 18 ACT, or 490 SAT. But for most math classes, as long as you have a 3.0 or an ACT of a 19 and an SAT of a 510, you're good to go. Now, if you want to take college algebra, now college algebra is recommended for our healthcare professionals. If you're going into something that's going to require upper level calculus or statistics, college algebra might be a good fit for you. But you have to have a GPA of a 3.2, or an ACT of a 22, or an SAT of a 540. So there's a little bit of difference there. Now for our technical courses, for most of them, as long as you have a 2.0, you're good to go. Now some of them also have requirements though. Some of them may still want you to be reading ready or English ready because you have to understand training manuals. And then you have to be able to pass licensure exams. So you do still have some reading components in there that may have to be met. Now if you don't meet any of these, never fear. We have something called the EdReady. We can use the EdReady as a placement test to help you place into these courses. The EdReady is free, it's online, and I can send you the information if for some reason you're picking a course and it's not matching up requirement-wise. But we can EdReady you into your specific courses. The only math we can't use the EdReady for is calculus. If anyone wants calculus, you can't use the EdReady for that. But even college algebra, we can use the EdReady to get you into calculus. Does that all make sense? Okay. So what are credit hours? Raise your hand if you've heard the term credit hour before. Has anybody heard the term credit hour? Okay, that's all right. So when you're in college, they quantify your class by a credit hour. And a credit hour is how much you can expect to be in class per week. So most college classes are 3 credit hours. So and that's including online courses. It's the same evaluation for online courses. Because even though you're not going to a lecture, you might be logging onto a lecture at home. You might be working through modules asynchronously at your own pace, but you can expect to be doing 3 hours of class a week in that course. Now they usually tell you to double that for how much time you're going to be spent doing like homework, assignments, projects. So if it's a 3 credit hour class, they say to expect doing like 6 hours worth of like homework and studying and all of that. But that really does depend on you as a person, your work ethic, and how your class is structured. So that can vary. I do like to mention it because college is different. You know, your assignments, you don't have as many high point assignments. You have fewer, they're spread out. You'll have big papers and midterms and finals, and they cover a lot of material on each of those. So there's less like unit tests. Not to say there isn't any, but it's just structured differently. So that's something to think about too. But dual credit really is a great way to get your feet wet in college and try it out a couple classes at a time. That way you're not just kind of getting thrown into 5 or 6 classes all at once. So how much do dual credit courses cost? Now our tuition at Somerset is $99 per credit hour. So that ends up being $297 per course. This does not include books. The cost of books varies. It can be anywhere from $84 to like $120. 120 is the highest I've seen it. So it can vary. Now some of our technical courses do require kits. Like you may need extra supplies for those. But for online, it's not so much. But I know for a fact our social media marketing class has a kit. And I'm like, okay, like a little like question mark moment, but it is there. But if you're ever looking at a class and you're like, hey, way you're not kind of blindsided. Does that make sense? Now, we do have two big scholarships through KIA that will help pay for your dual credit courses. The first is the dual credit scholarship. This is for general education courses only. So like your English, your math, your science, your psychology, your humanities. That's going to be that one. And it is only available to juniors and seniors in the state of Kentucky. It will pay tuition for that one course though. So all you have to pay is the book. Period. That's all you're responsible for is the book and any supply. Now, I will tell you a caveat with that one. Like, let's say I took history, and I did not do good in history, and I failed history, and my mom cried, and, all of the bad things. I would not be allowed to take history again and use that scholarship. So if I wanted to retake history and get it off my transcript, get that F off my transcript, I would have to pay for that out of pocket. But it will pay the tuition, so all you have to pay for is the book. I just like to let people know that because I ran into that last week with a student. Now we also have the Work Ready Kentucky, dual credit scholarship. And KIA loves a mouthful, let me tell you. As someone who had a multi-vowel title at KIA. So this scholarship is for all Kentucky high school students. So starting in 9th grade, KIA will pay for 2 technical courses per school year. So you can use this scholarship starting your 9th grade year all the way to your senior year and get 2 courses. And that does the tuition. It's the same deal. It does the tuition. So you're still responsible for the books, the supplies, anything like that. But the tuition is the biggest expense. So it will do that. And remember, technical isn't, technical. Like it's not all like what we think of technical, like that business counts. And some technical courses count as gen eds at other colleges. Like criminal justice counts as a social behavioral science at EKU and the University of the Cumberland. So it's classified as a technical course for this scholarship, but we really can use it to play for a gen ed at other places. In Bio 137 is a science course, and it is counted as a gen ed and a technical because it is just that popular with our healthcare professionals. So we really can play around with these scholarships and find the scholarship that's going to fit you best for the course you want to take. Okay? So we can enroll you very easily. We use a site called Dual Enroll, and you make an account, and the students will pick their courses. Now, parents, you have to give consent for your student to take these courses. You have to say like, yes, I'm good, sign her up, let's get it going. And then Ms. Monday will confirm that yes, that is okay, because the high school does get final say. Okay? The high school gets final say, so everybody should be very, very nice to Ms. Monday until you get your classes, all right? And they give me transcript. Ms. Monday will give me transcript. And then I go through your transcript and I make sure that you fit the criteria to take the class you want to take. Now, but I don't have to come in all the way at number 4. I can come in and help you at number 1. We can sit down together. We can figure out what you want to do, what classes would be the best options for you, given your career field, where you might want to go, and we can map all of that out. That way, when you're at number 1, you're ready, right? Like there's no confusion, there's no, like this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. And we'll make sure it fits the scholarship requirements, we'll do all of that. I'll help you with your dual enroll, we'll do all of the things together. Because that's really what I'm here to do. And that's one great thing about Somerset, is that we have, I don't think very few colleges, if any, have dual credit academic advisors like this. I only service less than 10 high schools, so I really can provide individualized one-on-one support for your students to help them plan out what they want to do. And I will work with, we have a transfer center, because as Somerset Community College students, you have access to all Somerset Community, excuse me, I had a little hiccup. I got a little scurry. Okay, but you have access to all Somerset Community College resources. So that includes our transfer center, who specialize in transfer. They help people who want to go to colleges in different countries, in different states. So we can definitely help map that out for you. If you need, maybe you're struggling in your classes and you want to explore getting some help, we can work with the accessibility office. If there is a resource for a Somerset Community College student, you can join that. You want to be in our honors program? Yes, we have an honors program. You can be in our honors program as a dual credit student. And that KIA, there's a orientation class that goes with the honors program. That KIA Gen Ed scholarship will pay for that as a Gen Ed. So you can be in our honors program. You can do anything. If a full-time Somerset student can do it, so can any of you. Anytime. We even have food pantries. We have like anything you all need, we have available to you, including tutoring. Our tutoring center is very flexible. They do virtual appointments outside of business hours. Nothing crazy though. So we have BrainFuse, and BrainFuse allows you to get asynchronous help with your courses 24/7. Like let's say you were like me and it's like 3 in the morning and you need some help writing a paper. Because yes, Emily did that. Emily did not always, do the most, professional college access things. BrainFuse can be there to help you edit, format, whatever. You can run it through there 24/7. So you have access to that as a Somerset student. And we have so many classes, guys. We have a dinosaur class. Like if you want to learn about dinosaurs like really good, we have a dinosaurs and natural disasters class. Like we have all kinds of classes that can fit your interests. And dual credit is such a great time to explore those. And we also do dual credit stand-alone classes. So you can be in a class with no other students but high school students. So it's just dual credit students in there. Our most popular courses like psychology, medical terminology, biology, human anatomy and physiology, communications. We're going to have to open up a 5th communications class for just dual credit students because it fills up like that. We've already filled up 4 of them. So we will make it happen. And we make sure that you have the support that you need. Okay? So that's just, that's my spiel. I do also want to add our credits are super easy to transfer in the state because we are a public entity. So it's a public-to-public transfer. Or we have partnerships with Cumberland and UPike and colleges like that. And I have a giant spreadsheet of what goes where and how it goes in. And we can map all of that out. So our credits are super easy to transfer anywhere. So I want to open it up to you all because I did a lot of talking and I talk a lot and I say all of these things a lot, right? Like I'm used to this. What questions do you all have about dual credit?
Can you talk a little bit about using the London campus for classes?
Absolutely. You guys can come. We have a campus in London. That's where I am. I am there full time. You can come by anytime. We have a library there. We have tutors on site. We have a bookstore. If you want to buy your books, you can come do that. It's there all the time. We have healthcare programs there, like sonography, dental hygiene, medical assisting, pharmacy tech, respiratory tech, nursing. And then on our South campus, we actually offer welding, electricity, automotive, HVAC, cosmetology, and esthetician stuff. Very important though. It's very all-encompassing. And that's just in London. Sky's the limit. So they're constantly adding new programs. We're adding a fixed wing aviation program. I don't really know what that means, but I know it's coming. So we have all kinds of programs at Somerset. You can come in person and get tutoring there. You can come in person and meet with me for advising. You can come in person. We have a food pantry there. So really, whatever you need, we got you. Our transfer center is in London. You can come meet with Dr. Corey Brook face-to-face about how you want to transfer and where you want to go. He can help you. We have so much in London. It's just up the road. Any more questions? you're not sure what you want to do, but all of this sounded pretty cool, but you're not sure if you're ready to talk to me, up here I brought a device flyer for our career coach. This is a test that you can take to kind of figure out what you like to do, what might suit you, and it'll help you pick out programs and classes that match. So you can do this at home on your own and look at the results and see, okay, like maybe I do want to take a dual credit course in that and see how that feels. If you want more information about how the scholarships work, you want to take it home, you want to read it, we got that up here. We have detailed instructions on dual enrolls and a list of all of our campus resources. All of that is up here if you want to. You can also, my business card is up here. And there's stickers. If you want a sticker, please take one. But my business card is up here. That's my work cell and my email. You can text me. You can text me. If you don't want to call me, you can text me. Or you can email me. And I would be happy to come out here and meet you here and work with you one-on-one. You can come to London. It's whatever you want to do. And I'll be here if you want to come up and ask me questions privately. But it's fully, the ball is in your court. But that's kind of the spiel. All right.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, you want to? Yes. Yeah, if you would like to, we can. I have my laptop and it has Wi-Fi, so we can definitely do that if you'd like to do that. If you feel like you need to think about it a little bit more, that's really fine too. If you want to, I can send you a list of all of the classes that we offer that are covered by each scholarship. Yeah. Or I can go over that with you tonight if you want to sit down with me. It's up to you all. It is 100% up to you all.
Okay.